Yup. For the final Twitter thread of 2023, I figured it would be nice to look forward rather than backwards. What do you want to happen in Yu-Gi-Oh! When the new year comes? Better formats, better cards, better pricing, or if you're me, Bat, there's like 1,000 of these OCG normal monsters that we just never got imported. I want them all. I want Bat. I want Durdek. I want Buku. Give them. I have a lot of issues with the game, but my first priority would be unification between the OCG and the TCG. Folks, 100% correct. It is unbelievable that we don't have TCG, OCG unification. She says it would fix a lot of issues in one swoop, inconsistent rulings, intermittent ban lists, products getting carved up to sell chases, delayed imports. Absolutely correct. 9-card extra decks. You can Prosby extra have 1.5 times. 1 extra monster zone. It can't be used on the first turn. Deck size max increase to 80. Min decrease to 30. Extra deck monster that's red. Give us rush duels. Just like 7 bad takes in a row. I want to see the end of the Albaz lore. Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes can sometimes be confused thematically, but this series of archetypes has been a great showcase of the designer's potential. I just hope Ecclesia is okay. I think she's gonna be fine. Tier Elements and Sprite are the birth of an exciting new area of Yu-Gi-Oh! Design philosophy. Clear strengths and weaknesses, interactive gameplay, and powerful generic tools to beat floodgates. I'm hopeful we'll see Konami expand on this approach to set design next year. Maybe a bit of an unpopular opinion, but I wholeheartedly agree. It's so crazy looking back to the past like 7 years of design and recognizing that a significant amount of decks just put up so many negates that you can't possibly play or sit behind extremely uninteractive floodgates. Tier Element and Sprite are unique insofar as everything they do is beatable. They're not putting up too much that constrains your opponent's plays, and both players are playing pretty much the entire time. More archetypes like this, even if they are at a way higher power level of the rest of them. What weaknesses do these decks have? Bestials? My friends call me insane for this, but hear me out. Deck traps. Nope. This is the person that Ludwig is the most scared of. This person wants ass traps.
Oh, I got my fucking ass trap.
Dire, you're about to get more generators. Straight up new card template. God, I wish this would happen. I feel like Magic the Gathering did the right thing in biting the bullet in like 2001, switching to the modern card frame. If we were still using the old scroll stuff, we would just be laughed out of everything. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has desperately needed a new card frame for a long time, and I don't think the Rush Duel card frame is so foreign that it wouldn't fit alongside the new stuff. I really, really wish we would get it in the TCG. I'd like to see Konami take a heavier hand with banning floodgates. They're not in a great spot right now, but they can ruin future formats. I am pre-Pote Strongest Soldier, but that format would have been way better without Scythe, Mine, and Dim Prison. Absolutely correct. It's frustrating that because floodgates aren't particularly good, they escape judgment every list, but Master Duel has really convinced me that the game would just be better if like we took Gozen, Rivalry, and Teekboo out of it. Previously, I've made the argument that they're like necessary evils to deal with big negate boards, but you can get rid of those decks as well. More ritual support. Okay, fine, but it has been a good couple of years for rituals, you have to admit. Release problem-solving card text last turn, you cowards. Expanding the ban list beyond targeting individual cards, I would like to see Konami ban combos. Instead of banning a card that Konami forgot about that's broken with new support, prevent players from using both of them in the same deck. They kind of already do this in Duel Links with the way that their ban list works. They can like put cards that are going to be very powerful with a new card at 2, then put the new card at 2. So you can still use it, finding it with relative consistency, but can't play it with broken cards it enables. Right now they're doing it with Trick Stars and like Mind Wipe Disturbance strategy. This is like the last lost art they're ever going to give us. They have not allowed us to vote for this lost art yet. This is the lost art I need more than anything else. I will never play a deck without Baguska if I am allowed to play Stinking Drunk Edition. More gay archetypes. We had a good run this year with Libromancer, Exorcister, and Labyrinth, but we could make more gay archetypes in the new year. I hope that we start getting archetypes of monsters that do not get pussy whatsoever. Oh, and right under the new gay archetypes one, they gotta put gay sex in Master Duel. What do you call runic mirrors? Where is it? It's strange, right? Why aren't we importing this? Because NASA copyrighted the shuttle design? Those motherfuckers don't even run a shuttle program anymore. Bring it in. What are they gonna do? Read global warming statistics at you? Errata Zombiestein to make it like the anime and it can't attack female monsters, so judges have to memorize the female list. Yes. We need bigger extra decks. At least 20 cards. No. Why is this not in Master Duel? For what it's worth, we're recording this at a time when it's not in Master Duel, but unless something radical changes in the next 10 days, it's still relevant. We're getting like Pote cards in a month. We don't have Deer Note. We don't have Illusion of Chaos. We don't have Rika Princess. Where are they? Weird-ass games. Master Duel's fantastic. We've seen duel simulators before. I genuinely just miss the days of slapping the Yu-Gi-Oh! Branding on whatever genre shovelware needed to hit shells. We never got Yu-Gi-Oh! Fighting Game, and that makes me upset. I would love to see some of the most influential and popular cards get reprints where their card art takes up the entire card. Or interesting variants like how they did the Astral Language Utopia. God, Astral Language Utopia was so cool. Astral Language Leviathan Dragon, a little less interesting. The fuck is this? I also like that every photograph of Zoe now looks like a cryptid. Like it's so foggy. Collector's tins that aren't mega tins. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what they do with tins now that we're done with like the Pharaoh's tablet, but I did kind of like these. Legendary Collection Time Wizard series. That's a great way. God, that's such a good way to do it. Set specifically dedicated for Time Wizard formats, the reprint cards that were legal and heavily used during those eras. Royal Oppression to the 5Ds one. Or reprint the old ones. More cool merch like plushies and binders and boxes. We are getting some good stuff recently. We have been getting some good stuff. Revert field spell rules back to where only one can be on the field at any given time. All right, I hate to do this. This is an extremely cool idea. It is absurd that field spells are functionally just continuous spells. It would be so much sicker if there was something that differentiated them. That's something. Unfortunately, it will never happen because like you can't ever activate set rotation. All the Valance field spells don't work. Dire would jump off a fucking bridge. In the wake of Tears being one of the best graveyard decks ever and Soul Release from Metal Raiders never having a better version, I would love a new version of Evenly Matched, but for the graveyard. Let him cook. As a judge, I want to see further improvements to the card database. I know we won't get rulings added for a long time, so a filter for meta or currently topping cards or a feature that allows us to group cards via similar effects so we can identify precedent. That would be nice. Werewolf archetype. Do we really not have a werewolf archetype? What the fuck? Really? Meta-ready structure decks. Rest in peace, the Monarch structure. Being able to spend 30 and have a viable deck is a great way to get new players engaged in the competitive scene. Someday we'll get those again. The branded one was close. Bring over Rush Duel as a physical game. They didn't announce it at Jump Festa. I have no idea if... I just don't think we're going to get it at this point. Me to tournament play. Hi, Tatsim. More crows. And this person's name is Crow. And their bio has puns about crows. Well, they know what they're like. I just want more flu cards. I hope that you get what you want, Blake. Make the next wave of support the Birds trip back north. No idea what the new cards would do. No idea where the deck could go. I just want my birds. Well, Konami, I'm really sorry, but we have planned out the schedule for 2023 for you. Again, if you would like me to debut any of this new stuff that we are giving you for free in terms of ideas, my DMs are always open. I would really like to show off that. It's been a long road getting from there to here, and I'll tell you all about it if you are queer. I don't know what I'm saying here.